Captain Kirk, 1986 here, bringing you my Infernity Deck update. This is the updates I have done after I topped the Colorado Springs Regional. So here it goes. 3 Dark Grepher. I was playing 2 before. It just is such a good card that I had to up it to 3. 3 Infernity Archfiend. It explains itself. It's the whole engine of the deck. 2 Infernity Avenger, the only tuner I'm currently running. 2 Infernity Mirage. Some people play 3. I really only like 2 because it can be a dead card in your hand quite frequently, so I play 2. It's also why I'm playing 3 Grepher now, so I can clear my hand out. 3 Infernity Necromancer. Another key card to the deck with the Archfiends and the Avengers. You'll notice why I really like Infernity Necromancer right now, though. 1 Stygian Street Patrol. This card is just ridiculously good. It pretty much allows any top-decked fiend to be a special summon, so you can still normal summon that turn. So, like, if you top-deck a Mirage, you can still search out another Mirage and normal summon it. And then lastly, 2 Tour Guide. This card pretty much made Infernity's Tier 1 again, in my opinion. It allows you to search Necromancer, send Necromancer to the graveyard for either number 17 or Levier. So it just allows some ridiculous loops, and it's a great way to open up with a 2500 beater and putting Necromancer in the graveyard right away. So that's it for the monsters. For the spells, I play 1 Allure of Darkness. I can play Allure of Darkness because I'm playing the 2 Tour Guides, so it allows me to get to Levier. 1 Dark Hole, pretty much a staple for any deck right now. Foolish Burial, gotta get my key components to the graveyard fast. Heavy Storm. Some people would question why I'm playing Heavy Storm in such a back row heavy deck. But if I can push for game and I know that they don't have any stops, I can play it and push for game. Infernity Launcher, it explains itself. Mind Control. With the release of the XYZs, Mind Control should be pretty much played in any deck. So I play lots of 3 stars and a bunch of 4 stars now, so I can easily use Mind Controls to my advantage. Monster Reborn, staple in this deck. 1 Mystical Space Typhoon. I was hesitant to play 1 before. I played it at the regional. It worked out phenomenally for me. I didn't come across any Gravekeepers, so that was a big plus, though. But you'll see that I side the other 2. 1 for 1 gets me Mirage or Avenger. And 1 Reinforcement of the Armies allows me to search out that Dark Grepher. And now the trap lineup. 2 Bottomless Trap Hole. You'll see why this card will become big soon because of the Dark Worlds coming out. As long as you are not sending the Dark Worlds, like if you're not sending your opponent's Dark Worlds to the graveyard, they don't get their secondary effect, which would make Bottomless and stuff useless. So Bottomless is going to be big this format. Plus it hits almost every meta deck right now. 2 Call of the Haunted. It's Infernities. It's just ridiculous to be able to special summon. 3 Infernity Barriers. What can I say? It's pretty much a free Solemn Judgment, basically. Only thing it doesn't negate is a summon, but it negates effects, spells, and traps. 1 Infernity Break. A lot of people don't like this card. I like it in 1. I'm debating side decking a second, but you'll see which cards I'm debating between in my side deck. Mirror Force, with the Dark Worlds coming out, Mirror Force is going to get even better. Solemn Judgment. Double Solemn Warning. A lot of people are going away from this. I'm going to do the double warning with the double bottomless just because I think it's good. Still 1 Starlight Road. Played wonderfully at the regional, so I'm keeping it in. And then 1 Torrential Tribute. As for the extra deck, I do 1 Catadister for level 5, 1 Armory Arm, 1 Brionic, 1 Dark End Dragon. I was playing Scrap Dragon, and I went to it 0 times in the regional, so I'm going to play around with Dark End Dragon just because it's a little more useful because I don't have to waste a card. 300 Eyes Dragons, Heart and Soul of the deck for the Synchro Monsters, allows me to do the 100 Eyes loop. 1 Mistworm. A lot of Infernity players are not playing Mistworm now, and I think they are dumb to do so. This card won me a minimum of 2 games at the regional because I came across Double Spirit Reaper and had 0 outs to it besides, oh, Mistworm. And I was able to get to it 1 other game to bounce stuff for the win. 1 Orient Dragon, that's the other level 6. It's just better than Gaia right now. 1 Stardust Dragon. I typically never bring it out except with Starlight Road, just because that way I can still play the Starlight Road and special summon it. Stygian Surgiance, one of the best level 5s in the game. Pretty much destroys a monster by battle, sends it to the graveyard, gets another attack, and it's 3,000, so it's basically the synchro form of Blackluster Soldier Envoy at the beginning. Of course, the 1 Trishula I can play. 1 Levier the Sea Dragon. It's a great card, especially with the tour guides. Number 17. Great opening play. Puts a Necromancer in the graveyard and a 2,500 attacker on the field. And then the last card, a Steel Swarm Roach. I was debating back and forth between Steel Swarm Roach and Utopia, but Steel Swarm Roach will stop the Dark Worlds from special summoning. So, yeah, I'm going with the Steel Swarm Roach right now. And for the side deck, 2 Thunder King Ryos. It negates any inherent special summons, so it's just really good right now. A lot of people don't think it works because it stops the Infernity stuff, but I can just play around it. The 2 Mystical Space Typhoons that I said were in the side deck. It's for the Gravekeeper matchup. My All-Star from the last regional, Smashing Ground. It got me past so many Christias. They really hated it because, yeah, they get their Christia back, but by that point in time I was able to set up all the barriers, so when they special summon Christia, negate the effect when they can add the card back to their hand. So, yeah, I loved it. Now this is the card. I have 1 spot left in the side deck. I'm debating between a Crevice and an Infernity Break. Crevice would be basically for the Dark World matchup, but I do have a lot of stuff for that already. It would also be useful in the Fairy matchup, or even the Plant matchup, but I'm debating between that and an Infernity Break right now. My MVP against the Plant matchup. They love when you debunk their Dandelion, their Spore, or their Glow-Up Bulb. And you can also debunk their Gores, their Trigodias, etc. They pretty much just love debunk. 1 Dust Tornado. This might become a 3rd debunk. I haven't decided yet, especially with Dark Worlds floating around. But right now this is just for the Gravekeeper matchup. I mean, Gravekeepers will probably take a big hit because Dark Worlds aren't affected by it. 2 Gozen Match again for the Plant matchup, basically, and that's really all it was used for. Well, I guess I did use it in the 6 Sam matchup too, but yeah, it explains itself. It's been used for a while. 2 Light Imprisoning Mirrors for the Agent matchup or Fairy matchup. I was playing 2 Leeching the Lights before, but it was pretty much useless. Light Imprisoning does a much better job. And then 1, the Transmigration Prophecy. Good against the Light matchup, the Plant matchup, and the Dark World matchup. So, if you guys have any questions, comments, suggestions, please put them below. Otherwise, please subscribe, and thanks for watching.